What's happening, PumpTalk Nation? Get ready to dive into a news cycle that's moving at lightning speed, because today we've got updates that you absolutely cannot afford to miss. From political showdowns to global media shakeups, and even a peek behind the curtain of music's biggest names, we're breaking it all down. Stick around, because this is the information you need right now. First up, we're dissecting a fierce debate that's igniting the political arena, questioning narratives and digging into the truth behind the headlines. Is what you're seeing the whole story? We're about to find out. Then, we're heading across the globe to explore a major shakeup in international broadcasting. What does this mean for how the world gets its news? You'll want to be in the know. Plus, we're pulling back the curtain on a chart-topping artist to uncover the fascinating story behind their unique stage name. Ever wondered how artists craft their identity? We're diving deep. And finally, we're getting insights from a legendary voice in music about how they maintain their incredible talent. It's a masterclass in dedication and artistry. You don't want to miss any of this. Hit that like button, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss a single update. A political narrative under fire. This piece challenges a recent article that alleged widespread trust issues surrounding a prominent political figure, arguing it's a politically motivated attack designed to deflect from current governance failures. It highlights the figure's success in assembling a strong team of candidates as evidence against claims of public distrust, contrasting this with the challenges faced by the opposing party in fielding its own candidates. The author scrutinizes claims about post-election polls and leadership issues, stating that internal party reviews are standard practice and confidential for strategic reasons, and points to consistent re-election as party leader as proof of strong internal support. Allegations of intimidation towards a national trust are reframed as a matter of fiscal oversight, suggesting that politicization by opposing factions has skewed perceptions. The narrative presented in the article is dismissed as distortion, with the author asserting that politically organized opposition is being misrepresented as broad public rejection. The piece argues that the current administration faces genuine public mistrust due to a lack of transparency on significant national projects, citing examples like the Citizenship by Investment program and the Huonora International Airport redevelopment, which have been marked by secrecy and contradictory statements. The author invokes a quote about journalistic objectivity, suggesting that bias often masquerades as neutrality, and calls for a balanced examination of political figures, urging transparency about biases to allow for critical assessment by readers. The core argument is that St. Lucia needs a political discourse grounded in fairness and facts, holding all political actors accountable. The author concludes that the real crisis of confidence lies with the current government's ongoing governance failures and lack of transparency, rather than with the opposition leader. The piece advocates for scrutiny of all leaders to restore trust in democratic governance and advance national progress, emphasizing the need for honesty and accountability from everyone in the political sphere. But what happens when the very institutions meant to inform the public face their own upheaval? We're about to find out. Global Voice faces restructuring. A significant shift is underway at the Voice of America and its parent agency, the U.S. Agency for Global Media, USAGM, with an announcement of over 500 job cuts. Acting CEO Kari Lake stated the reductions are directed by the president to streamline the federal bureaucracy and save taxpayer money, asserting that the agency will continue its mission and potentially improve its effectiveness. This move comes amidst ongoing legal challenges and follows a federal judge's order blocking Lake from removing VOA Director Michael Bramovitz. The judge, U.S. District Judge Royce Lamberth, had previously given the administration a final chance to demonstrate compliance with his orders regarding VOA's operations, setting a deadline for Lake to be deposed by agency employee lawyers. Lamberth ruled that Abramovitz could not be removed without the approval of the International Broadcasting Advisory Board, deeming such an action contrary to law. Lake's social media statement detailed the elimination of 532 full-time government employee positions, reiterating her commitment to improving the agency's function and ensuring America's voice is heard internationally. Agency employees who are suing to block the cuts expressed dismay at Lake's actions, calling them abhorrent and questioning the review process behind the plan to dismantle VOA. Earlier this year, layoff notices were issued to over 600 employees, and Abramovitz was placed on administrative leave. Court filings revealed plans to issue reduction in force (RIF) notices to 486 VOA employees and 46 other agency employees, while retaining a smaller number. The VOA, established during World War II to counter Nazi propaganda, has a long history of broadcasting in regions with limited press freedom, aiming to provide accurate and objective news. Critics, like Republican Congresswoman Young Kim, have voiced concerns that these cuts could cede the airwaves to foreign dictators, and that the U.S. risks losing ground in information warfare by ceasing broadcasts into repressive societies. The US AGM also oversees networks like Radio Free Europe and Radio Marti, which together reach millions globally and serve to extend U.S. influence and combat authoritarianism. The agency's mission remains to broadcast reliable news to audiences in countries where press freedom is scarce, a mission now facing significant internal restructuring and external legal scrutiny. From the world of global news to the intimate stories behind music's biggest stars, we're shifting focus to uncover unique journeys. The story behind the stage name, Teddy Swims. Teddy Swims, the acclaimed artist known for his powerful blend of R&B, country, rock, and soul, is set to appear on Songs and Stories with Kelly Clarkson, offering a glimpse into his rise to stardom. As his popularity soars, a common question for new listeners is whether Teddy Swims is his given name. The artist, born Jayton Colin Dimsdale, has a long history with the name Teddy, often used by friends and family. Raised near Atlanta, Swims developed a diverse musical palette throughout high school and beyond, experimenting with genres from hair metal to alternative country. This musical chameleon sought a stage name that would reflect his cross-genre identity and evolving artistic goals. His journey from viral YouTube cover artist to national touring musician provided the platform to redefine himself. In a 2023 interview, Swims revealed that his stage name is a combination of his lifelong nickname and a clever acronym. He explained that the name, Swims, originated from a hip-hop project where he needed a persona. Inspired by internet forum culture, he devised the acronym SWIMS, meaning someone who isn't me sometimes. His friend, Tyler Carter, with whom he collaborated on the hip-hop project, suggested combining his nickname with the acronym, resulting in Teddy Swims. Initially, Swims was hesitant, finding the name lame, but Carter insisted on including it in promotional materials for a U.S. tour they embarked on together. The name quickly gained traction and became synonymous with his unique sound. Despite its success, Swims admits he still has a slightly unusual relationship with his own stage name, humorously noting, "Nobody likes their name, I guess. It's working. Nobody hates it but me." However, he has come to embrace the name as it encapsulates his diverse musical passions and versatile artistic identity, much like the warmth associated with Teddy and the layered meaning behind Swims. Fans can catch Teddy Swims performing and sharing more about his journey on Songs and Stories with Kelly Clarkson on PumpTalk News. While one artist is revealing the story behind his name, another legend is sharing his secrets to vocal longevity. Bruce Dickinson, the no-nonsense approach to vocal health. In a candid conversation, Iron Maiden frontman Bruce Dickinson shared his surprisingly straightforward philosophy on maintaining his legendary singing voice. Dickinson revealed that he doesn't adhere to any particularly special routines, instead emphasizing common sense and overall body respect. "Nothing, honestly, nothing special other than kind of common sense, really," he stated. He highlighted the importance of avoiding activities that strain the voice, such as yelling at football matches the day before a performance, and stressed the need for rest and sleep, likening it to a monk-like existence. Be nice to your voice. Rest. Actually, be nice to your body. If you respect your body, the voice is just a projection of that, really, Dickinson explained, underscoring a holistic approach to vocal health. He also acknowledged the advantage of having strong lungs and diaphragms, which he attributes to his physical condition and ability to generate sufficient breath support. "I have enough wind. I'm an old windbag, so I generate enough wind to support my voice," he quipped. Dickinson also elaborated on what keeps him motivated and on track across his diverse career, which spans piloting, writing, and even fencing. He realized that at the core of all his endeavors is storytelling. "It's the storytelling," he affirmed. Whether writing novels, comic books like The Mandrake Project, or his autobiography, he approaches each project as a narrative tale rather than a mere recounting of events. He focuses on creating compelling stories that resonate with audiences, even when dealing with dark themes. "No matter how dark, and I have lots of dark stories in my catalog, no matter how dark a place gets, there is always in my world, there's always a light at the end of the tunnel, even though it might be an oncoming train," he shared, illustrating his optimistic outlook. Dickinson recently kicked off his The Mandrake Project Live 2025 North American Tour, his first extensive solo tour in nearly 3 decades. The tour supports his latest album, The Mandrake Project, and features a band including Dave Morneau, Miss Thuria, Tanya O'Callaghan, Philip Nesland, and Chris DeClercq. Notably absent from this lineup is longtime collaborator Roy Z. Ramirez. Dickinson's solo work continues to showcase his versatility, while his enduring presence with Iron Maiden, which he rejoined in 1999, remains a cornerstone of the heavy metal landscape. His dedication to his craft, both vocally and as a storyteller, continues to captivate audiences worldwide. And that wraps up our deep dive into the stories shaping the headlines today. But before you go, a quick recap. And that's a wrap on today's essential updates. We've seen a fierce political debate ignite, a major shakeup at the Voice of America, the fascinating origin of Teddy Swim's stage name, and Bruce Dickinson's simple secrets to vocal power. Don't miss out on any of our future breakdowns. Hit that like button, subscribe to PumpTalk News, and ring the notification bell. And tell us in the comments which story you found most impactful. For all the latest, follow us on all social media platforms. We'll see you next time.